Okay, we are back in Bangkok, Thailand. Had a wonderful time in Cambodia, and also from the last interview we did with Eric, we got a chance to get a better understanding what it's like to live in Cambodia. And so today's episode, I'm gonna kind of give you guys an idea of basically my opinion as to the pros and cons of both Cambodia expat living as well as here in Bangkok. Now, of course, I didn't spend that much time in Cambodia and I haven't spent that much time here in Thailand just yet. But from my first observation and my first impressions of Cambodia life, we're looking at the cost of living. First thing you look at is the rent, right? And what you get for the rent. And what I noticed was Cambodia, they have less of the more modern buildings. They have a lot of older buildings, but at the same time, the price of the rent is cheaper than here in Bangkok, Thailand. And one thing, of course, I noticed was that Bangkok has a lot more infrastructure. And so you have a lot more, of course, you have the BTS, MRTs, also you have the bus system, also you have the Grab and the Bolt and the tuk-tuks. So you have a lot of ways to get around here in Bangkok. Whereas in Phnom Penh, we did have the Grab tuk-tuks. Also, we had the buses, but they don't have any other kind of, transportation available. So it was a little bit harder to get around in Phnom Penh. Second, Phnom Penh is still kind of developing yet compared to Bangkok. You can't really compare Bangkok to Cambodia in reference to, let's say, the infrastructure of the buildings, the condo developments, and also the office developments. Bangkok is above that. But at the same time, there's also costs associated with that. And I noticed that, a lot of costs are more expensive here in Bangkok versus that of Cambodia in regards to daily life. One thing also I noticed was even the produce. The produce, when we went to the market, was cheaper than that of Bangkok. So Cambodia has a little bit more lower cost of living when it comes to buying groceries and buying produce. But the pro to Bangkok is that I love the large grocery stores, like Big C, also Lotus here, whereas in Cambodia and Phnom Penh, they didn't have those kind of big, large grocery store department stores, which I really like that here. And let's see here. Also, cost for electricity, I think very similar cost of electricity. Electricity is high there in Cambodia, as well as here in Bangkok when it comes to running the AC. But also water costs are also low, right? And if you guys want to know more about the cost of living in Cambodia, more specifically on like a monthly basis, you can check out Eric's video from my last interview that I did in Cambodia. He has a video out in his channel that talks more specifically about the cost of living in Cambodia. But beyond that of cost of living and also like kind of logistics of getting around with the transportation, Bangkok, it's bigger, right? And obviously you have a lot more tourism, a lot more also things to do here in Bangkok. But Cambodia is I think Phnom Penh is a little bit more slower pace than Bangkok. So I enjoy the kind of quiet, slower pace as well, because sometimes Bangkok can be a little bit too, fast paced or too noisy sometimes, right? But you can also kind of refer to Chiang Mai if you want to kind of get away from this and go to Chiang Mai to get more of a slower pace of life. I think if you've never been to Phnom Penh, I think if you put it in next to Chiang Mai, it'd be closer than to Bangkok. I think in terms of just kind of like the daily life. And both, of course, Cambodia people, lovely people, really nice, just like Thailand people, really nice. So I can never say one group of people are nicer than the other because they're both nice. So I think if you were to choose either one of these countries to live and want to kind of blend into community and be accepted and welcome, I think both communities are really good in regards to that. And from a Cambodia video, people asking, what I thought in terms of comparison. If I was to choose where I would want to live from Bangkok, Thailand to Cambodia, right at the moment, of course, I think Bangkok is the right choice for me. And I think it really comes down to also your personality. You know, what are you interested in? I think if you're interested in more of a quieter life, a little bit slower pace in life, and also a little bit more cost effective and, you know, cost of living, it's a little bit better, I think, in Cambodia versus that here in Bangkok. And you know what? Also, Cambodia, I think, or Phnom Penh, is a little less touristy, right? And it's still, I think, getting that kind of reputation of tourism. So Bangkok is always going to be like the hub of major tourism here in Southeast Asia, where in Cambodia, I don't think that's that point yet. So, but yeah, so if you're trying to get away from tourism and kind of get away from, you know, the kind of fast-paced life, Phnom Penh is a wonderful place to settle down. Also, Phnom Penh is close to Siem Reap too. So if you're looking to travel outside and to, you know, explore kind of a little bit more of a historical aspect, I heard Siem Reap is a really nice place to go visit. From our friends that went there, also from the other expats or people we met in Phnom Penh, saying that you need to go to Siem Reap. It's a really wonderful kind of cultural heritage area, as well as the vibe and the people are really nice there as well. So I think since we are living here in Bangkok, we will eventually make a trip up to Siem Reap to visit as well. But right now we are still on the hunt for a place to live here in Bangkok. And I spoke with a realtor and we have some more places picked out, but we are becoming very, I guess, comfortable and also kind of liking the Punnawithi and also the Nut area. So I'm out and about here and I just kind of discovered this shopping plaza right off of Sukhumvit Road. I didn't know this was here, but as you explore and walk around, you can find a lot of things that you won't find by riding on the BTS or by tuk-tuk. So yeah, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of stop here and make this video and talk to you guys briefly about our experience in Cambodia and cost of living and kind of like what we thought was best for us. You know what? Oh, I think also one thing I forgot to mention was that we found out that Cambodia has a really good visa process for people to live there, like up to 10 years, I think. So the way I understand it is you're going to go into Cambodia on a visa, not a tourist visa, like a 30-day tourist visa, but like a year-long visa or some kind of visa, where then you can go and renew that visa every year. So you can stay like year after year for up to 10 years. So of course, you can't ask me more questions about that because I don't know much about it, but I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that talk about the Cambodia visa. So if you're looking at to look at where you want to live here in Southeast Asia, whether it be the Philippines, whether it be Vietnam, whether it be Thailand, you may also want to consider Cambodia, because their visa is a little bit more easier, a little bit less expensive too, in regards to all you have to do is apply for the visa and then just renew it. So you're basically paying for a renewal. So it's a really easy process. I believe it's also a multi-entry visa, so you can leave and come as you go. But you still have that 1 year on that visa every year. So yeah, look into that. I'm pretty sure I think it's 10 years. It could be 7 years. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain. So, but I just want to let you be aware that if you're looking to relocate, yeah, that's an option as well. But yeah, here we have the DTV visa. It's working out really well for us. I know a lot of people ask about DTV when you come back into Bangkok if you have any issues. And you know what, guys, we don't have any issue. You just have to make sure to have your TDAC. It's basically the digital arrival card for Thailand filled out. And have that filled out 72 hours prior to coming back into the country. And then once you have that filled out, take a screenshot of the QR code. Now, they don't typically ask for that, but they may ask for it at immigration. Like this time we came in, we basically just gave them our passport with our DTV visa in it, and basically when they pulled up the information, they said, oh, DTV, yeah, stamped it for 180 days, and also the TDAC. Digital arrival card was already in the system, so they could see it there already. So it was a really smooth process. It took less than a couple minutes before they let us kind of go through. So like I said, of course, it's always different for different immigration officers or different situations, I guess, how they're feeling throughout the day. But for us, we've been through 4 or 5 times on the DTV and never ever had an issue, never were questioned of what we're doing. I had Muay Thai, and they're not asking me if I have still taking classes or if I still have, $15,000 in my bank account or whatever. So no, they don't ask me anything, just basically just stamp it 180 days. Before I leave that area though, I always check the stamp to make sure it's stamped for 180 days, because if you leave that place, you can't come back. So right when you're done stamping it, as you're starting to walk away, make sure to look at that and see it's stamped for 180 days. If not, you can at least walk back really quickly and say, oh, this is not stamped for 180 days, and then you can get the right stamp. But just be aware of that as well, just in case. We've never had that happen, but we've heard of that happening, so I want you to be aware of that. But yeah, so now we are back, and we're really excited to be back, and I'll be sure to be making more videos, kind of giving you guys the cost of living here in Bangkok, Thailand. Also, I know a lot of the videos about financial freedom, and also in terms of how to, motivate yourself to, live a different lifestyle and to become financial free. Those videos are also become very popular as well. So I'll be sure to make those videos and show you guys those shortly. But in the meantime, I just want to make this quick video to kind of get you guys know that we're back from Cambodia. We had a wonderful time. And yeah, so we're going to continue our apartment search and then our condo search, and then we'll be settling in. So till next time, guys, hope you have a nice day, and we'll see you guys back next video. Bye bye.